14 years ago, a fungus wiped out 90% of all animals. 2 years later, civil war erupted as the food supply collapsed. A year after that, famine spread worldwide. Farmland became the most valuable thing on Earth. A group of armed strangers crosses a farm and approaches a lone house. One man asks the owners for shelter at the front door, while others slip in through the sides. But they're killed inside. Moments later, a whistle echoes. The rest of the group outside is ambushed. Emmanuel soon arrives. He and his family were the ones who set the trap. Bullets start raining down on the men. A woman named Haley joins the attackers and speaks with another one, Rain. After the fight, Emmanuel lifts the mask of a dying woman. She gasps, blood at her mouth.
Yes, sir.
Haley tells him to finish it. The family, Haley, Cookie, Rain, Dennis, and Galen, heads inside. He hesitates, then shoots. That night at dinner, the kids compete at whistling. Dennis swears, earning push-ups. When Rain laughs, Haley reminds her about her overdue book report. Rain had read the wrong book. Haley tells her to prepare the right one by Monday.
Precious. I need a report on what you're supposed to be reading by Monday.
She then asks Emmanuel about the corn. He says beetles and cutworms are back, and perimeter checks are taking longer. He asks if Dennis and Rain can help, but they already have duties. Haley reassures them all. They'll survive this too.
Takes hard work to survive. You work now,
Rest when we're dead.
She tells Emmanuel he can go to Augusta for a supply drop at week's end. Rain asks when she'll be allowed to go. Haley says only when she learns to follow instructions like Emmanuel. Then she warns him to stay safe.
Double back, do not engage.
The next day, Emmanuel heads out for a perimeter check. The rest tend to their roles. They follow routines and train with weapons. At night, Haley contacts Augusta by radio. Augusta warns of attacks. Haley thought the Union Party would handle it, but they never showed. 3 farms were already hit. Augusta asks for help, but Haley refuses.
Sorry, I can't risk the exposure.
In the morning, Emmanuel sets off for the drop. At home, Haley speaks with Augusta, who tells her the Flemings were eaten by cannibals. She warns they're not just a scattered group.
Now, this ain't a small group out there.
Meanwhile, Galen drives through the forest. Hearing a sound, he exits the car with his gun. He finds a wrecked vehicle, collects loose bullets, and then drives home. He tells the others what he saw, then proudly shows them a spice he found in a bunker. The kids laugh at his excitement. He also shows them a gun. Rain eagerly picks it up.
Oh, no! Is this a 1911?
Looks like it.
After the kids leave, Haley tells Galen about the Flemings and her worry over Emmanuel. He assures her he'll be fine.
He'll be fine. He can handle himself.
Elsewhere, Emmanuel swims in a river. As he gets out, he spots a young woman swimming nearby. Through his sniper scope, he sees a man, follows him, and discovers a hidden settlement in the forest. That night, the family celebrates Danny's. She's becoming a soldier. She gives a short speech. Haley hands her a torch, and Dennis sets a harvest pile ablaze. The family dances as Haley and Galen watch, smiling.
They deserve it.
Emmanuel arrives. Galen, furious, demands to know where he's been. Emmanuel calmly says he was doing a depot run for Augusta. Galen scolds him for missing his sister's ceremony and tells him to get in the house.
And you missed your sister's ceremony? Go put the stash away and pack it in. You're done for tonight.
Seeing the burning harvest, Emmanuel asks how they can burn food without guilt. Galen explains they're burning rot. Emmanuel argues the crops wouldn't rot if they brought in help. Galen snaps back, saying they don't know what outsiders are like.
Other farms, I don't know.
Exactly, you don't know. You got no idea what these people are like out there.
Emmanuel accuses him of never trying. Haley steps in, tells Emmanuel to be grateful for what they have, and orders him to put out the fire. She goes inside with the girls.
Time for shut-eye.
Left alone, Emmanuel has a flashback. As a child in foster care, he remembers Haley returning from military service. The caretaker tells him, though he doesn't remember, she's his mother.
Say hello.
At dawn, Emmanuel begins his routine, but instead of staying on the farm, he sneaks off to the river. After a swim, he sits and sketches the woman he saw there the day before. Later, Haley finds him and tells him to join Galen and the girls on a depot run. Emmanuel reminds her depot runs are usually a father-daughter right. She then sits beside him and says the farm matters more than tradition. She won't lose it because he and his sister lack perspective. When he's asked to go protect his stepfather and sisters, he needs to listen.
Yes, ma'am.
The next day, Emmanuel leaves with Galen and Dennis. Back home, Haley tells the girls about her military years and how she met Galen. When Rain asks if girls her age live beyond the fence, Haley says nothing. At the depot, Dennis spots a trail of blood leading into a building. Inside, they find bodies hanging from the ceiling. Emmanuel and Galen catch up and see the same horror. 4 armed men appear, claiming to be Union soldiers helping local farmers. They say they're staying with the Flemings. At that name, Galen opened fire. The Flemings are dead. These men are lying.
We should search them. Find out where they're from.
Make it fast.
Afterward, Emmanuel asks to search the bodies. Galen agrees. While Dennis checks a bag, a woman who'd been playing dead comes from behind and shoots her in the stomach. Galen and Emmanuel rush her back to the farm. At home, Haley takes charge. The family works fast. She operates and Dennis survives. Emmanuel, guilt-ridden, blames himself. He suggested the search. Rain reassures him, reminding him how fiercely he's always protected Dennis. Haley tries to contact Augusta, but there's no response.
This is Freeman 1. The trade depot has been compromised. Over.
That night, Emmanuel smokes by the fence. He hears something, grabs his gun and flashlight, and goes to check. A girl steps from the darkness. It's the woman from the river. Galen and Haley gather the family. Their message is clear. Stay armed, avoid strangers, and shoot first if necessary. Pretending to be Union soldiers is a trap. Some attackers are cannibals. Galen assigns new duties.
They gonna end up dead in the damn way. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Before everyone leaves, Haley pulls Emmanuel aside. She tells him to stop blaming himself because he stepped up. That is what matters. After breakfast, Emmanuel checks the barn where he left the girl. She flinches, pushing him away. He stays calm, offers her water, and gently unwraps the bandage on her arm. At the same time, Haley spots movement near the perimeter. She tries reaching Cookie by radio. No response. She contacts Rain. Rain hasn't seen her either.
I'm on ammo and reserve.
Find your sister and strap her down to the monitors in front of that chair.
Emmanuel tends to the girl's wound. As he stitches, she winces in pain and asks to do it herself. He hands her the needle. Just then, Haley calls him to report to the southern perimeter.
Hey, wait.
That evening over dinner, they discuss the bodies at the depot. Galen makes a joke, and Emmanuel laughs at the absurdity of it all. Haley doesn't. She feels they are making light of something serious and scolds them.
No, I think you think it's a joke. All of y'all.
Later, she sits by unconscious Dennis and quietly pours out her heart, how much she missed her and how much she still matters. Meanwhile, Emmanuel speaks plainly to the girl. He needs answers. Who she is, where she came from, how she found the farm, and whether anyone is looking for her. She pushes back, demanding to know why she's being kept there.
You know you got some pretty major trust issues.
She asks to use the radio. He hesitates. She says she just needs to know if her people are alive. Seeing her desperation, he unties her and explains his caution, how misplaced trust once nearly destroyed his family. She listens, then apologizes.
I'm sorry about what happened to you and your family.
She says she needs to reach the Freeman because her aunt tells her they would help. Emmanuel freezes. They are the Freemans. Elsewhere, Haley sits by the radio, still waiting for word from Augusta. Back in the barn, the walls between them come down. Emmanuel talks about his love for swimming. The girl admits she's seen him in the forest. She followed him once and discovered the river. After that, she returns to that spot often.
What's this?
Hey,
The next morning, Haley notices Emmanuel is missing. She finds him in the barn, laughing and sharing music with the girl. Haley and Galen step in. When the girl turns, Haley snaps and strikes her. She yells at Emmanuel, then locks him in before dragging the girl out. Outside, Haley demands answers. The girl tells her name, her past, and how she followed the river to find them. Haley doesn't buy it. Her fear turns to rage. She fires a warning shot. That breaks the silence. The girl reveals she's Augusta Taylor's niece. sent by Augusta herself.
My Aunt Augusta Taylor! She told me to find the Freemans! She told me to find you for help, please!
Haley flashes back. Years ago, she met Augusta during a roadside breakdown. While fixing the car, Augusta spoke kindly of Haley's father and his community work. Haley dismissed it. She wasn't interested in causes, just her son.
All due respect, Augusta, you don't know me. I came back for my son.
Augusta urged her not to judge faith by the failures of people. They returned to the farm together, only to find it in ruins. The family was slaughtered. Haley found her father dying. He pointed to the barn. Inside stood young Emmanuel, trembling, clutching a gun. Haley gently calmed him down.
Come here, I got you.
Back in the present, Emmanuel tries the radio again. The line opens, but there's no voice. He calls for his mom. By the time Haley arrives, the signal is gone. She dismisses it, but Rain says she saw it too.
She did.
Ma, I saw it. She did.
Emmanuel urges Haley to go check on Augusta. She refuses, saying Augusta can take care of herself. Emmanuel snaps. He says her constant distrust is choking everyone, that he can't even talk to someone without being shut down. Haley, furious, raises her hand. Emmanuel grabs her wrist, lowers it, and walks out. Boiling with anger, he grabs the girl and rides off on the ATV. Back at the house, panic sets in. Haley, now truly worried, takes off after them. Galen stays to guard the others. Emmanuel and the girl reach her family's home. It's empty, silent. Meanwhile, Galen loses feed on one of the perimeter cameras and heads out to investigate. Haley arrives at a place she suspects they might have gone. What she finds is horrific. Barrels filled with human remains. At the shelter, the girl broke down. She confessed the truth. Everything had been staged. Her family was held hostage. She was sent to lure the Freemans in.
I needed to save my people.
While searching Augusta's home, Haley was ambushed and knocked out from behind. Back at the farm, Galen is caught in a similar trap.
I'm dreaming.
Inside, Rain and Cookie watched as security feeds blinked out. Rain grabbed her sniper and took to higher ground. Over the walkie, she warned Galen that threats were approaching.
Nota, come in. They're here, 800 yards out.
Galen woke in agony, both hands nailed to the ground. Around him, the captors prepared to eat him. He yanked one hand free and turned the nail into a weapon, stabbing one attacker, then another. Rain picked off the others from her vantage point. Haley wakes up tied up in a basement beside a wounded Augusta.
Damn, girl. That how you greet an old friend.
Augusta whispered that some children had been hidden. Their captor appeared, preaching survival at any cost. Another man entered and killed Augusta to prepare her for food. Later, when someone came to tie her again, Haley struck. She killed him, grabbed a weapon, and shot the leader as he entered.
But I can make sure none of them harm your family.
Galen reached the basement. Rain radioed in that Dennis was hiding in his closet. Galen, wounded but determined, told them to stay back and went in alone. Emmanuel and Haley reunited. They forgave each other and moved together.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Back at the farm, Galen instructed Rain to shut the blinds and cut the lights. It worked. The cannibals were boxed in. Galen eliminated them one by one. When silence fell, he told Rain to bring the lights back. As Haley and Emmanuel prepared to leave, they ran into the girl. She asked about her aunt. Haley told her the truth. Augusta was gone. The girl broke down. Emmanuel said they couldn't leave the others. Haley agreed.
Grab them children, let's go. Shit.
At the farm, Galen emerged with Dennis and handed her to Rain before collapsing. By the fence, Emmanuel pointed out a broken section. Haley glanced at it and said they'd deal with it later. She ushered everyone inside. While Rain and Cookie tended to Galen, two cannibals slipped into the house, dousing it with gasoline. Galen told Rain to let them pass.
They're gonna burn the house down.
Outside, more cannibals approached. Haley stayed behind to hold them off while the kids retreated inside. Downstairs, the intruders found the basement. One grabbed Dennis and held a blade to her throat. Another found a locked room filled with weapons and spices. As she fumbled with the lock, Galen shot her. Rain took down the other. Galen, though bleeding, cracked a joke. He'd survive. Emmanuel led the kids to safety in the basement. Rain smiled at first until she saw he wasn't alone.
What the is she doing here?
The girl ran past, straight to Galen, trying to stop the bleeding. Realizing Haley was still outside, Emmanuel turned and ran back.
Thank you.
She was already fading. Out of bullets and stabbed and bleeding, she still fought. She took down 2 more, but a third attacker overpowered her. Her knife slipped. She collapsed. The man raised his blade, then Emmanuel shot him. He rushed to Haley and caught her as she fell. She asked, barely audible, about the others. Emmanuel told her they were safe. He got them out. She closed her eyes in his arms. Sometime later, the family endured. They now lived alongside former outsiders. The routines resumed. Emmanuel and his sister served food. Haley came down the stairs limping, but alive. They gathered around the table, hands clasped, eyes closed. They prayed. The danger was over.